Hi there, today I'm going to create a video on rejection. So this can happen within a relationship, it can happen after a relationship, it can just be a friendship that you've experienced the feeling of rejection, or it could even be that you're rejecting yourself and some of the parts of yourself that you really find uncomfortable. So the first thing we need to do is, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a psychiatrist, so it's really important that you take care of your own well-being. Now let's get started. So what I want you to do is I want you to go inside and I want you to notice how this feeling of rejection is bothering you. So it could be physical sensations, it could be emotions, you get in touch with the emotions that are present when you think about the rejection you've experienced. Notice all the way, it could be images, so it could be an old memory and you have images of how you were rejected. Just notice all the ways it bothers you. Sometimes it's words that were said that were quite painful or really hurt you. Just find out all the ways it bothers you. And then when you get in touch with them feelings, you're going to tap along with me and say what I say. So get in touch with the feelings, get in touch with all the ways it bothers you, and then just follow along with me. So starting at the eyebrow, releasing and letting go. All the sadness, all the fear, all the emotional trauma. Releasing and letting go. All the angers, all the resentments, all the guilts, all the rejections. Releasing and letting go, all the judgments, all the abandonments, all the betrayals. On the collarbone, releasing and letting go, all the helplessness, all the hopelessness, all feelings of no control. It's safe to let it go. Then you grab the wrist, you take a big deep breath in, down into your belly, so big breath. And peace. And when you feel that peace in your body, just give your wrist a bit of a squeeze. So we're looking to go from what bothers us back into the body feeling peaceful. Excellent. Once the body feels peaceful, now depending on how upset you are or how triggered you are by this rejection, will sometimes determine how long you need to hold or really get into that peaceful state. So it's once you get into the peaceful state, that's when you grab your wrist. Give it a little bit of a squeeze. If it takes you a little bit longer, just pause the video until you get into that peaceful state. Okay? Then start again. So now, how do you know it bothers you? This rejection. Okay? Eyebrow, releasing and letting go. All the ways I feel rejected, I'm letting it go. That image right there, all the ways that bothers me, I'm letting it go. Under the eye, releasing and letting go. The physical sensations, I'm letting it go. On the collarbone, releasing and letting go. All the ways this bothers me. All the ways I feel rejected, it's safe to let it go. Okay, grab the wrist, big deep breath down into your belly. And peace. Okay, let's go back again. Notice how being rejected hurt you. Notice all the ways it bothers you. So you check inside. Is it still bothering you? Notice what's left. Eyebrow, releasing and letting go. All the physical sensations, it's safe to let it go. Releasing and letting go. All the images fading away, it's safe to let it go. Under the eye. All the sounds drifting off, I am safe and I'm choosing to let it go. All the ways they rejected me. All the ways I rejected me. All the ways I rejected them. I am here, I am safe, and I'm choosing to let it all go now. Grab the wrist, Take a nice big deep breath. Blow it out. And peace. Okay, you go back again. You think about, now, if you've got a lot of times that you've felt rejected, you start with the earliest one. And then when you clear that, you can go to the next one, and then you can go to the next one using the, just replaying the video to do each one. And what you might find is you might get to the third or fourth one and the rest don't matter. Or you could find as you go through them that a significant memory shows up that's the worst of all of them. And that's the one you need to really make sure you clear up. And when we clear it up, so when we release all the ways it bothers us, we then look at how we would like it to play out. So what would you have liked to have had happen in that situation? And then you start to flip the memory to be how you would have liked it to have been. Now, even though, so basically we're making up a memory. And for a lot of people, they're like, but that's not true. And that's the truth. You're never ever going to believe that the new way that you made it up is true. But it will feel true. It will seem true. And that's then in your unconscious as a resource of being loved and accepted, which is the opposite to being rejected. Okay? So you get it down to 0 and then you start to imagine what it would look like if it was exactly how you wanted it to be. So it could be that they just have a conversation, or you have a conversation together where you feel at peace with. It could be that you just decide that, because the truth is, whatever the friendship, the relationship, or whatever has ended. So it's like, how would you have liked it to be? So yes, it's still going to be ended, but is there a better way that it perhaps could have played out? Okay, a more mutual conversation, discussion, or the nasty things weren't said, whatever it is for you. All right, so let's go back again. Notice how it still bothers you. Notice if there's anything left of the way this played out that bothers you. Got it? Releasing and letting go. That feeling right there. All the regret. All the powerless feelings. The out of control. Releasing and letting go. The lack of control. Under the eye. It's not how I wanted it to be. Releasing and letting go. It still bothers me. All the ways it bothers me. It's safe to let it go. Releasing and letting it all go. Grab the wrist. Big deep breath down into your belly. And peace. All right, let's go back again. Last round. So if you've still got some left after this round, you just replay the video. So notice how it still bothers you. Notice all the ways it still bothers you. Got it? Releasing and letting go. All the images fading away. Side eye, all the sounds drifting off. All the ways I feel rejected. I have a sense or a knowing that I'm always rejected. Releasing and letting go. Whatever that represents for you. It could mean that you feel unloved. It could be you're not acceptable. You're not enough. Whatever it is for you. Whatever this means to you. Because everyone, it will mean something different. Releasing and letting go. It is safe to be loved and accepted. I am safe. Excellent. Grab the wrist. Big deep breath in. And peace. Really make sure you're getting that breath down to the belly. Because the reason these things bother us is because it has triggered our fight, flight, and freeze response within the body. So in the olden days, we needed a saber-toothed tiger to chase us for our fight, flight, and freeze to be activated. But now We are the only species on the planet where thought alone can trigger our fight, flight, or freeze. And this tapping process and the big deep breaths down into the belly puts us back into the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest. So that's what the tapping's doing. So if you're not comfortable, you just play through the video again and again, as many times as it takes, where you can feel that you are loved and accepted.